Sir, is that a truck with a jetpack on it? Private, I do believe that is. Sir, how screwed are we? I'd say run. Now. Get out of here! Hello and welcome to Chronicles Part 1, Jetwing Optimus Prime. I really have to thank my friend who sent this to me for Christmas. It just came in the mail today, so, the opening is after I open this thing. I'm actually recording this before I made that opening. You'll see what I mean. Or should I say, you have seen what I mean, so... Anyway, let's crack this baby open and see just what he does. After having taken this guy out of the box, which is down over here, that box is just freaking huge. But again, this guy is just so freaking awesome. And I'm not sure if I said this in the beginning, but this is the Amazon exclusive Jetwing Optimus Prime. What makes him Amazon exclusive? We'll get to that in just a bit. Unless, of course, you're searching other videos on YouTube or have been to Amazon and seen this guy on there. Let's first take a look at the truck mode. And for the record, I am doing this without looking at the screen of my camera, as I'm sitting to the side. Hello! This is actually a very, very nice truck mode. I mean, quite honestly, this is the mold that I've always wanted to get, but was never able to get it because by the time it was available at my local store, this mold, when it was first introduced back in Revenge of the Fallen, sold out in the snap of a finger, and I never got my hands on it. I have a feeling I know why, and it's because it was to get this guy. About, I want to say 6 months after Revenge of the Fallen came out, is when the Buster Prime came out, which is where you're able to take the gas tank off and merge them together to form this really awesome gun, which I'll show later in this video. I wanted that guy, but again, couldn't afford him. Then Jetwing Prime comes along. Okay, yeah, he was cool. He had this really honking jetpack, and it's more movie accurate to Dark of the Moon. But again, still couldn't afford him. It was like $100 to $200 minimum. And then a friend of mine showed me Amazon.com. In fact, I wouldn't have this guy if not for it going on sale last week. It was like $52.04, and then another $5 tax on top of that, so like $56. But I didn't buy this. A friend of mine by the name of Ben, not you, PR. I know you're watching this, and it's not you. I have other friends named Ben. A friend of mine by the name of Ben saw this, and he's like, you know what? I know how much you want this thing. I'll get it for you because it's on sale. Showed up in the mail around 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon. And by the way, I'm recording on Christmas Eve of 2012. And I was really, really happy to have this guy. Again, truck mode, very nicely detailed. What makes it different from the Buster mold is I'll actually pan out from this video and put up the pictures of the truck mode and the robot mode of the Buster Prime mold. Now you actually saw the differences, pointing them out. The front grille and the wind shears up here are chromed, which is okay, but at the same time, I don't want the chrome to scratch. That's why I didn't get Buster Prime. But I liked the Buster Prime mold because you actually were able to take his gas tanks off and merge him into a freaking gun, for crying out loud. So, let's move. I'm actually dawdling here. Let's move on to why this thing is the Amazon exclusive. I'm going to take Prime for a second and put him off to the side and bring in the Jetpack. What makes this the Amazon exclusive is that I'm actually going to pan out for the Takara version versus the Amazon version. So again, bear with me on this. Alright, coming back, as you saw for the Takara version, this was all molded in gray, and I believe the turbines up here were blue? I want to say blue. But, outside of that, it was pretty much just that. Another chief difference is, unless, of course, I completely put it back in the box, PR messaged me in case I did miss it. It did not come with the Jetwing coin, like the Takara version did. I'm not sure if that was left out on purpose, or it's just not part of this. Because I really would have liked that coin, too, because then I would have posted pictures. So again, PR, tell me if I completely just missed it. But as you can see, the robotics in the gun part here go from like a dark blue to a light blue. The gun barrels are tipped in orange. Again, bear with me, I'm not sure if I'm in frame for this. The housing compartment for the gun bits match Prime's arms when he's transformed. And then coming back in, as you can see, the turbines in here are red. I think the Takara version was red as well, but I don't quite remember. But then for the jetpack itself, the wings have a decal on them on both sides, which is a very nice add-on. And then coming around to the back here, these boosters are actually articulated on ball joints. Limited ball joints because you've got these tails coming off the boosters, but it's okay. I understand why they did it. So, it's still a nice freaking huge backpack with guns. And the gun turrets do rotate. They're kind of tight, so you gotta hold the housing compartment and then turn it yourself. But I think over time it'll loosen. If it does, that'll be great. Because again, I only just got this thing like today, so. Now let's bring Prime back in and hook this on, because the way this hook-on works is on Prime, you've got the fifth wheel here for the trailer, and on the bottom of the jetpack is a peg for that fifth wheel. And then these four pegs back here peg in respectively on the back of Prime here. Not sure if you can really see it. And I'm holding the jetpack in my other hand, so I can't really point it out to you. But I'm pretty sure you'll understand what I'm talking about. And when the feedums came off. But simply just line it up with the fifth wheel and then just snap it on. And this is actually a really cool jet truck, It just is. And then the wings can actually move back, so it's like if he's in kind of a hurry, by pulling the wings back, it actually gives him more aerodynamics, so he's not dragging as much. It's still a pretty heavy jetpack, so he's not going to gain all that much speed, but it's still a pretty nice thing. Alright, and now I'm going to cut away, because there are so many videos on YouTube of this guy being transformed that I don't even have to bother with it. In fact, I'm actually going to put the link down in the D-bar to Pia's video of the Revenge of the Fallen truck to transform this guy. So, Pia, I'm giving you some publicity here. One quick thing I forgot to do is a size comparison. So here's Jetwing Prime without his jetpack next to Datum, Human Alliance, Roadbuster in vehicle mode. As you can see, up to the gun barrel here, he is about more than half the length of Optimus in truck mode. So it's a very, very decent scale in my mind. So let's go ahead. Alright, and here we are with the Jetwing Prime truck transformed. This to me screams freaking Optimus Prime. He's got the big bulky chest, the strong feet, the massive forearms. He overall just says Prime. No matter what, he says Prime. One of the things I like about this mold is you don't have to worry about these stupid swords popping out all over on you. In fact, if I remember correctly from problems in the past, the arms didn't like to really stay together too much. There are clips on the bottom of these arms, because of the jetpack, that clip together when it's in truck mode. Now, as I said before, actually, before I get ahead of myself, looking at the detail of the chest, this is the Dark of the Moon mold chest for Optimus. It's a very nice mold. It cuts out everything, but then puts new stuff in, and I love that. And then getting back to the Buster Prime mold, key differences are the feet aren't painted like they are in the Buster Prime, which is okay. There's no white pinstriping on the flames. Again, that's fine with me, even though it does add more to it. But the main reason why I got this guy is because you come back here, you detab those, then you just take these gas tanks off, and why don't you want to come off now? Of course, the one doesn't want to come off, so bear with me a second. There we go. Okay, bring them around front again. These things. Let's make sure I'm actually getting this in focus. Yeah, in fact, let's move closer to the camera here so I can actually see what I'm doing. The gas tanks. This is the main reason why I got this guy. Because taking one gas tank, you push it forward and you've got the muzzle of a gun. Then you take the other one and you just dissect it. Like, literally just dissect it. You come to, I believe it was this panel. Yeah, this panel here. Pull it up, then completely just flop it around. Then you're just completely opening it like that, and then you're taking the back panel here and flopping that over too, spinning this down. Then there is a groove and a hole in here that this peg and this bar will fit on. I'm not sure if I got that in shot, because again, I am working in front of my camera. And actually just take Prime's arm, position it, and then the handle is right here. Just put it in his hand. It'll go in. Why aren't you going in? It's because I don't have this thing completely folded out right, do I? No, I do. Okay, there we go. And just take this and fold it under. And there you go. One big honking gun. I actually like that about this guy. His freaking gas tanks turn into his gun. So it's like, I will destroy you with my big ass gun, because it's just that awesome. And now on to the jetpack. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the gun off and then completely turn him back into cylinder mode. And just leave him off to the side for a bit. Okay, just leave those off to the side. And here is the jetpack. What you're going to do is you're going to take these, flip them completely up. Wait, no, I'm not in focus here. Okay, I'm going to lay Prime down. Okay, yeah, here you go. And then coming in with the jetpack, you flip the two panels up, and there are feet anchors that you take off. And you come behind Prime. And then you just look at how it fits to the foot, and you just slide it on. Of course, I could have this wrong. Nope, like that. That's better. I was doing this all wrong before, so there we go. And these actually act like very good stabilizers for the feet, because this jetpack is heavy. And finally, what you want to do is you want to take those down and then straighten them out a bit. What makes this guy the only one able to hold the jetpack is that it's going to come around this top bar here. Then there is a groove in the bottom plate here, of which the jetpack will actually attach to. It will clip on there, and then that's how it all works. So, take Prime off to the side, take the guns, flip them down, and come into Prime here, and then just come over the top, and come to the bottom, and clip on. Then you can take, before we continue, and this guy becomes extremely top heavy in the back because of this thing, until you put the guns on. So, what you can do from here with the cylinders is you can open up these compartments and just tuck the cylinders in and clip them on. Of course, Murphy's Law. These things don't yeah, it is this side, but why it doesn't want to... Alright, this thing isn't closed in completely, that's why. Okay, there we go. Now it'll close in just fine. And you come to this side here, do the same thing, close it in. And come around front, put the wind skirts down, and then just drop those over him. Next you want to get his arms into position, then open up the guns, and like I was saying, clips on the bottom will clip into the guns, like so. And mine doesn't like to have the arms sit right, but in time that'll work itself out. So again, come in. It's harder on the right hand because that clip is very tight, so that's kind of a concern for me, but after that it just pretty much balances the figure out. And to me, that is just one BA looking guy. You can deploy the wings however you want. And that's pretty much Jetwing Prime with his jetpack. Again, seriously cool, and sorry if I didn't get all of that in screen. And then let's take a size comparison with Revenge of the Fallen Human Alliance Bumblebee. Again, that is a very, very nice scale for these figures, especially since in the past 2 to 3 years they've actually been downsizing every single figure class. Voyager feels like Deluxe. Deluxe feels like it's smaller than it should be. I mean, don't get me wrong, Voyager still has its complexity, but it's still smaller, more compact, more condensed than it should be. But it still holds up very well, and I'm glad my friend Ben got this for me. Again, not you, PR. Would I recommend this figure? Yes. Yes, I totally would. I would recommend this figure without a freaking doubt. Whether it be the Takara or the Amazon, I particularly like the Amazon because you have the gun mechanism housing matching up with the arm colors, so that's one of the reasons why I like this guy. So, till next time, Prime will take off. Whoosh!